Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. And happy Galentine's Day. That's for those lonely sluts out there. You deserve it. I love it. Listen, no one loves sluts more than me, guys, don't you? Joking. Anyone here like on a first date? Yeah? No, it's okay. Oh, it's the first date with your friends though, right? Close friends? So if she got bitten on her vagina by a snake, you'd lick the poison out? That's a real fucking friend right there. I wouldn't do that for my friend. No, I would stop being friends when he introduced me to a fucking snake. So that's me and my friends. Anyone married in the room? Yeah, being married is a great thing. A lot of my friends are married, a lot of pressure. Now, the thing about my friends is they've all done these weird, extravagant proposals in order to get married. Like one of my friends proposed to his now wife in a helicopter going over the Thames. So then my next friend was like, well, I think I can do better than that. So he takes his now wife up to the top of a volcano in Peru and he proposes there. So then one of my friends goes, well, I could be more romantic than that. Gets a private island in the Maldives. Rose petals on the beach, private table, proposes after dinner. And all of my friends are like, yeah, Dane, we're trying to do something romantic. And I was like, no, what you're doing is threatening your partners with death so they can marry you. It's very hard to say no 20,000 feet in the air without a parachute. Like, if you're looking in the mouth of the volcano and someone goes, are you going to marry me? Or do you find your own way home? Because I paid for these Sherpas, not you. Like, even on a private beach, on the one hand, ladies, I know it sounds romantic, but if you think about it, it's kind of like, hey, baby, I brought you to this place where nobody would find your body for weeks. So... No, yeah, that's why I'm not married. Nah, I don't need sympathy, it's fine. I chose money clearly today. Because women like that as much as dick if you didn't know that already. I'm glad I am in a relationship. I have a daughter, just had a kid. Not bragging, just saying. Now, I love my daughter very much. I was gonna call her a Rolex, because that's what I planned on buying! You should have seen me last year. I want to get that car right there, gonna start off with that one. And Miss was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like, oh well. I guess love will have to do. Very happy having a daughter. I say this because when I told a lot of my friends and a lot of well-wishers I was having a girl, they were like, you're having a girl. Are you sure? Yes, that's what the scan said. But are you sure you're okay with having a girl? Yes, I am, because unlike a lot of men, it did not take for me to have a daughter of my own to realize sometimes the world is unfair to women. Because my friends, yeah, because that's what it takes, unfortunately, for some men, is when they have a daughter of their own, they're like, oh shit, this is a fucking patriarchy. I don't think I like men anymore. See, a lot of my friends in university now have daughters, and they're all scared for their daughters because in university, they were savages. So... You know what kind of savagery happens when you can pay £4 for 6 tequilas? My God. Disgusting. That's why I have to protect sluts today. The point is, my friends call me all the time now. They're like, you're gonna be okay? Then I'm like, I'm absolutely fine. They're like, I don't know, Dane. I don't know what I'm gonna do bringing up a daughter in this disgusting world with all these red pill men. You know what it's like, Dane? You know what it's like being a woman in this world? Every time you leave your house, it is a minefield. A minefield of dicks and pervs trying to detonate inside of you all the fucking time. I can't sleep at night, Dane. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, first of all, calm down. It's 2 in the morning. Maybe you should be asleep. And I say to my friends, look, at the end of the day, you are going to be the closest man in your daughter's life. You set the example, okay? As long as you give her unconditional love, a sense of self-worth, help to build up her self-esteem, support her physically as well as spiritually, I'm sure she will be fine in this world. Yeah. I do go on to say, now, if she brings nobody home, that might mean she's ugly, and that is your fault. That's just genetic, I'm afraid. Because sometimes men have this, like, what's called this Madonna slut complex, and a lot of men will be like, you know, my missus is a virgin. My missus has only been with 2 guys. I think that's pretty cool. And that's one way you can look at it, I guess, if you're traditional. The other way is nobody else wanted to fuck her. You ever think about that, baby? Your girlfriend had a stinky pussy in her 20s. You ever think about that? That can also happen. I'm aware of how shallow that sounds, guys. But don't worry, I'm gonna land this plane and I'm gonna continue to do the conversation and make you laugh instead of you doing it to each other. Because you came here for penis preparation and vaginal valet. So that's what I'm here to do on this stage. I want you to know I'm aware of how shallow that sounds. I'm aware of how shallow that sounds. I'm man enough to admit that I have been shallow throughout my life. I've learned to look past the surface. Like, I think now, as an older, more mature man, I have a much better gaydar than I used to have. It's important to have a gaydar. Like, for example, you know the singer Ricky Martin? Yeah. You know, Ricky Martin came out as gay about 10 or so years ago? Yeah. Was anybody surprised by that? No. Of course not. Like, he gave us clues all the time. Like, his famous song, Living La Vida Loca. Thank you very much. This is not a duet, but I appreciate the backing vocals. Do you remember how the song starts? Oh, one of you has had a lot of Prosecco. I like that the Prosecco girl was like, I'll do it! But you're right. She's into superstition, black cats, and voodoo dolls. And that's how I knew Ricky Martin was definitely gay. Because men don't give a fuck about your hobbies when they're trying to fuck you. If I'm with my friends and I'm like, so you met this new girl? Yeah, I met this rude girl, she's really nice. So what's she into? Black cats and voodoo dolls? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? How big are her titties and her bum? These are not conversations that men have. It's never like, how was the date, bro? Date was okay. There we were, finished dinner, had dessert, and we go back to her place. We're kissing, bit of foreplay, taking off each other's clothes. Then I look at her laptop, and I saw her CV. Turns out she got a D in English. So I pulled up my trousers and called an Uber. Because call me old fashioned, I want my dick sucked by someone that's going places. Sorry, it's not things that men say. I don't like her. She doesn't answer enough questions in the pub quiz. We don't give a fuck. There are some times, though, where women can be more shallow than men, but I wouldn't want to mansplain that theory. I'd like to ask the women in the room a question, keeping in mind that I feel like women appreciate honesty. Would you say that's true, ladies? No. One lady said no, and I think that's the right lady over there. I don't think women like lies unless they're lying to themselves. Because women can't lie to themselves. Here's an example of a lie women tell themselves all the time. I can change him. I saw a girl recently the other day, she having brunch with her friend, and she was like, so you know I'm seeing Stan? And her friend was like, yeah, you know, the one with the skateboard. And she was like, yeah, I just can't get him to propose. He's got a fucking skateboard. It's never gonna happen, lady. I think women have a different type of honesty to men, is what I'm trying to say. I know this is when women say something like, you know, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer. That's not what they mean. They mean, I want to ask you something, and if I don't like the answer, oh, more questions are coming. I say this because I went to a lady's house for dinner recently. She was like, Dane, I've made you dinner. Try it. Tell me what you think. Be honest. And I was like, are you sure? She's like, of course I'm sure. you know I love you. I was like, cool. So I tried the food. I was like, this food is delicious, although could use a little less salt. Fairly innocuous, I thought. She was like, how fucking dare you come in my house and have the nerve to critique my cuisine? Get the fuck out my house, Dane. I'm like, hey, why don't you calm down, Mum? You keep this up. I'm not coming back. I'm a man now, lady. Now that we have that context, I'd like to ask the ladies in here a question. Now, I want to make very clear that I'm not going to judge you based on this answer. My job is to observe, not to judge. Long as you're honest. Deal? Yeah. All right, ladies. Just by show of hands. That's for the princess is sipping Prosecco in the corner over there. You know, Prosecco will be called pussy petrol. Just by show of hands, how many of the women dating men in this room would be with a guy 6 inches shorter than they are? Yeah, about 15 centimeters. I'm glad that somebody checked. What's the metric version of that? And she was like, oh, still no, hell no. Hell no. He needs to get six feet away from me. Right, so looking around the room, we had the grand total of 1, 2. Are you taller than him, the guy right next to you? No. That's not how this works, madam. No, we both know that's not fucking true. But if he was shorter, I'd still love him. We wouldn't have gotten to the love stage, would we? Because you would have passed over him and been like, you watch the bottom of my titty, sir, get the fuck out of my way. Now remember, however, I did say, I wasn't gonna judge, only observe. I didn't judge. Did you see that, men? Did you fucking see that? They're all allowed to discriminate vertically. You are not allowed to discriminate horizontally. Oh, don't you fucking dare. Not in this body positive world, guys. Whereas women can be like, I need a tall man to keep me safe. He can hug me, I feel safe in his arms, which is a strange thing to say in London because knives work exactly the same on tall people. But that's a small man to stab you, get me, blood! And I only bring it up because when it comes to like dating and romance, women are normally held to a much higher standard than men. I can definitely say that. There's only a few things that women can do that men can't do. And I'd say one of those things is discriminating against shorter partners. The other thing I would say is talking about bisexual experiences and the outcome's positive. You may recall in an earlier joke I asked the lady if she would suck venom out of her friend's pussy. And she was like, yes! And everybody went, ha 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 ha. And she went, more petrol for my pussy. There you heard, ching ching, girls. Because everyone's okay for a bisexual story from a woman. Like, yeah, one time I was on holiday with my friends and we rented a villa out together, had a game of truth or dare and spin the bottle, and I got really drunk and had MDMA and I licked my friend's pussy for like 5 seconds. And a guy would be like, this is the best story I've ever heard in my life. Where was it? Let's go there again this August. Unfortunately, our society is not ready to accept men that experiment in the same way. You imagine that, bro? You overhear some guy in a restaurant next to you being like, yeah, you know, university was fun. I played for the varsity rugby team. It was very good. And, you know, we had a very, very grueling initiation process. In the end, I sucked my friend's dick for like 5 seconds. Because you'll be like, what the fuck did he just say? And the woman on the date with him will be like, sir, you have been using the wrong dating app to find love. You definitely need to use Grindr. You know, Grindr's the app for predominantly gay men, and heterosexual couples who use Tinder normally, and lesbians have Just Eat. All right. No, can I? They don't. But why don't lesbians have their own thing? Is it called Just Eat and they got like finger foods? Because that's what they deserve. Give a whole new meaning to the word hors d'oeuvres. So that's stupid. So do you know the name of the lesbians? Bumble? Is it called Purr? Purr or her? Oh, her. Huh? Is it her or Purr? All right, because her is what this lady said, but they said Purr, which makes more sense. For reasons I'm not going to go into right now. I think we've covered that enough. Are you on her, madam? Not now. See what I said? She was like, not at the moment. Everyone went, oh, maybe she'll come back. All right. Get off this meat and go back to being a vegan. Now, if you try that with a guy where he's like, you on Grindr, sir? Not at the moment. I'm dating women again. They'd be like, no. No, sir. You can't go from clay to grass. That's not how it works. As you saw, like, with men, there are no excuses for such things. Like, a man can't be like, yeah, I got drunk and so that's why I was on Grindr. No one's been that drunk. Not to make that mistake. Like I said, I've been drunk before. I've been so drunk. I went to a McDonald's drive-thru once because I got thrown out of a nightclub, and I was like, hey! Give me a chicken legend meal, baby. Because you are what you eat. And I ain't no chicken. And the reply back was, sir, I'm afraid we can't serve you. And I was like, why? Is it too late? You're supposed to be at McDonald's drive-thru. What the fuck is going on? Sick of being treated this way. Well, you won't give me a burger just because I'm a black man? The reply was, no, sir, I'm homeless and this is a cash point. You're not even driving a car, sir. I've been that drunk before. I've never been so drunk, I've been out with my friends and be like, if I've had one more tequila, I'm gonna start sucking some dicks up in here. This lady was like, not me. That's all it takes. I want to know that I won't let anything happen to women like you. Like, yeah, a lot of people talk about key workers being like nurses and sanitation workers, but people that were sucking dicks during that pandemic, that's right. That's right. Like she said, love for the hoes. Although you can't say hoe anymore, you have to say sex worker. Can't say hoe or prostitute anymore, you have to say sex worker. I mean, that's normally what happens when you speak to a woman about something like OnlyFans, and you'll be like, yeah, there's a lot of hoes on there. And they'll be like, the word is sex worker, sir. Until they find out you've been sleeping with one of them, and you'll be like, yeah, I've been with a few sex workers. You mean prostitute, motherfucker? Yeah. So, did you guys think men and women can be just friends as well, though?
No.
Say no. I think so. You say no? Oh, okay. You guys friends? You guys friends? His boyfriend? Okay, cool.
How's your gaydar?
Huh? Because, well, he was flirting with me the whole time, that's why. Made me think he was single, girlfriend, that's what happened. I'm just playing, fellas. Happily celebrate your love. I don't know if it's love yet, I don't know, first date, second date, third? How long you guys been together?
4 years.
4 years, amazing. Yeah. Clap it up. If you need anyone to MC the wedding. I'll call somebody I know, probably. That's probably. You don't want me on there being like, ebony and ivory, loving and dicking in perfect harmony, so why can't we? Don't hire me for that, okay? But I agree, I think people can be platonic friends. I feel like the thing is that as a heterosexual man, we struggle with emotional intelligence, and telling other men that we love them is normally something we struggle with. I don't think women are always the same to show that they care about their friends. But again, don't want to mansplain it. I just want to see if I can test the theory. Are you ladies friends or together as well?
No, we're friends.
Two friends? Okay, cool. All right. What's your name, miss? Paulina?
Natalia.
Paulina and Natalia, I want to give you a scenario that has nothing to do with porn. You know, I heard Paulina and Natalia, you're like, Dane, you fucking nasty. No. It's about to be a Nutella sandwich, am I right, ladies? Anyway, right. Let's say Saturday afternoon, Natalia over at Paulina's house, ladies are on the sofa chilling, having a drink. Let's say, Paulina, let's say she turns to you and she says, darling, I'm a little bit cold. What do you do in that situation? Offer her a shawl or a blanket, exactly, like a true friend would. Yeah, my friends don't do that kind of thing. Or maybe vodka, yeah, it makes total sense. I get it. Now, my friends, I've known my friend for 20 years. His name is Mikey, one of my closest friends. And I'd say we love each other as friends. That's how long we've been friends. But one day I was over at Mikey's house, sitting on that sofa, watching TV with him, and I turned to my friend of 2 decades, and I'm like, hey, Mikey, I feel kind of cold. And he said, it's probably because you got AIDS. Because you be drinking tequila and sucking dicks. That's my best friend right there. So as you know, I'm available for weddings, irrespective of gender or sexual orientation. And I am also available for christenings too. So, guys, have a good time, be safe. Remember, consensual sex is the best kind of sex. I'm in Dane Baptiste. Bye, everybody!